Hello and welcome to Learn with Hema's class. My dear students, in this video we are going to do multiple choice questions from Julius Caesar Act 3 Scene 1. Question answers I have already provided. You can find the link in the description box. Before going ahead, one small request that if you are not a subscriber to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and do share my videos with your friend. If you like my videos, if you find my videos useful, please do hit the like button and also give your opinions in the comment box. Quickly, we'll move ahead. Choose the correct answers to the questions from the given options. So the first question over here is, among the crowd in the street leading to the Capitol are option A, Artemidorus and the soothsayer, option B, Artemidorus and Caesar, option C, Brutus and Caesar, and option D, the soothsayer and Antony. So the correct option is here option A, Artemidorus and soothsayer are in the street. Okay. Second question, whom does the mighty Caesar arrive with? Mighty Caesar arrives with A, Mark Antony, option B, Cassius, option C, Casca and Cassius, option D, Antony, Lepidus and all the conspirators. So correct answer over here is option B, Antony, Lepidus and all the conspirators. Okay. The third question, upon seeing the soothsayer, Caesar tauntingly remarks that the Ides of March are come, to which the soothsayer replies, option A, Caesar, that is true. B, A, Caesar but not gone. C, A, Caesar but will soon be over. D, A, Caesar and you will soon be murdered. So here the correct option is option B. So upon seeing the soothsayer, tauntingly remarks the Ides of March are come, to which the soothsayer replies. So he replies A, Caesar but not gone. So the correct answer is option B. Okay. Next, fourth one, which of the following answers is not true? When Artemidorus for the second time insists that Caesar read his letter first, since it concerns him personally, Caesar arrogantly says, what touches us ourselves shall be first served. The Ides of March are come. What touches us ourselves shall be last served. Give way. So what does he say is not true, right? So he says option A. Option A is the correct answer. That is, which one of the following is false? Fifth one. While the unsuspecting Caesar is getting ready to start the business of the day, what are the conspirators getting ready for? A, not ready to do so. B, hatching a plot to stab Antony. C, getting ready to stab him to death. And D, getting very excited. So the correct option is option C. The fifth one, we have correct option is option C. Now sixth question. Why does Caesar tell Metellus Cimber to stop his dog-like flattery and fawning? Because options are A, his brother does not want to come back to Rome. B, his brother has been banished by a legal decision which cannot be changed. C, he is looking foolish in his eyes. And D, Caesar wants to get on with the other important matters. So the correct option over here is answer option B. Next, seventh one. Although the real Julius Caesar was a thorough gentleman, Shakespeare presents Caesar to be arrogant due to. Options are option A, his strong dislike for Caesar, option B, doing so for fun to keep the audience entertained, option C, dramatic needs to keep the audience interested and that his murder is justified, and option D, his wish to distort history and mislead the audience. So the correct answer is here option C. Right? Dramatic needs to keep the audience interest and that his murder is justified. So this is the correct option. Next. Why does Caesar compare himself to the pole star? Okay. Options A, it keeps its place firm and never changes, just like him. Option B, it shines the brightest of all stars, just like him. Option C, it helps sailors and navigators. And option D, he likes to imagine himself as a star. So the correct option over here is option number A. How did the expression stab in the back come about? Options are A, due to Casca stabbing the unsuspecting Caesar in the neck from behind, which is a cowardly act. Option B, due to Brutus pleading for Metellus Cimber's brother. Option C, because of all the conspirators stabbing Caesar together. And option D, by Casca being stabbed in the neck by the other conspirators. So here the correct answer is option A, due to Casca stabbing. So stab in the back come about. Casca stabbing the unsuspecting Caesar in the neck from behind. That is why it is option A is the correct answer. 10th one. Maybe Caesar's assassination would have been prevented had A, first there are 4 sentences and then which 2 are correct we have to tell. So he had not acted so arrogantly and read the warning letter of the Artemidorus. Yes. The conspirators got scared of committing such a ghastly act. Brutus' conscience worried him before the stabbing began. He listened to Calpurnia and stayed at home. So, of course, 1 and 4 would be the correct answer. So, option A. 11th one. Through his servant, Antony asks Brutus to grant him what? A. The assurance that Caesar would be given in a state funeral. B. The assurance that the will of Caesar will be given to him. C. Permission to leave Rome safely so that his life is spared. D. Assurance that he would not be harmed and to give him the reason for Caesar's assassination. So D is the correct option over here. So through his servant, Antony asks Brutus to grant him all these things. Next, what is the significance of Antony's servant coming to the conspirators? Option A. It is the turning point of the entire play and marks the entry of the shrewd and cunning Antony to seek revenge. B. To introduce Mark Antony to the audience. C. To introduce him to the audience so that they get to know what is to transpire. And D. To introduce himself to the conspirators in order to stay in their good books. So the correct answer over here is option A. It is the turning point of the entire play and marks the entry of the shrewd and cunning Antony to seek revenge. Okay. Now next, 13th one. One proof that Cassius is a better politician than Brutus is when he, options are, option A, also welcomes the idea of allowing Antony to come and become their friend. B, tells Brutus that he fears Antony and that his doubts generally come true. C, goes and personally escorts Antony to Brutus. And D, begins to trust Antony as a friend, just like the idealist Brutus. So the correct option over here is option B, 13th one. Okay, 14th one. What is Cassius referring to by lofty sin? So options A, the act of killing Caesar which Cassius regards as a noble deed in order to save democracy. Option B, the ceremony of waving their daggers in the air. Option C, when Caesar had referred to Mount Olympus. And option D, when Casca had struck Caesar. So the correct answer over here is option A. That is when the act of killing Caesar which Cassius regards as a noble deed in order to save democracy. 15th one. The act of washing of their hands in Caesar's blood seems to be a fulfillment of. Options are A, what Shakespeare wanted to portray. B, Calpurnia's terrible dream in the previous act. C, the audience watching the play. And D, the rituals that prevailed at that time. So the correct option is B, Calpurnia's terrible dream in the previous act. 16th one. When is the idealistic Brutus touched and impressed by the cunning Antony? A, when he openly displays his sorrow over the dead body of Caesar in full view of all the conspirators. B, when he requests each of the conspirators to let him be a part of them. C, when Antony sends his servant to speak with the conspirators in a polite manner. And D, when Antony demands that he be allowed to speak at Caesar's funeral. So correct option over here is option A. That is when he openly displays his sorrow over the dead body of Caesar in full view of all the conspirators. 17th one. One of the conditions on which Antony is allowed to speak at Caesar's funeral is A, he will only speak badly of the dead Caesar. He will only speak after Brutus has spoken. C, he will blame Caesar. D, he will give full support to the conspirators. So the correct option over here is option B. That is, he will speak only after Brutus has spoken. 18th one. Why is Cassius against allowing Mark Antony giving a funeral speech? Options A, he does not know what he will say and how it would influence the people. B, he is not a good orator, so may not get attention of the people. C, he is too soft-hearted and may break down. And D, he may not speak the truth. So the correct option is over here, option A. One proof of Mark Antony's deep devotion and loyalty towards his general Julius Caesar is that A, he makes sure to avenge Caesar's horrible murder and bring about the doom of the conspirators. B, he sees to it that each of the conspirators is murdered. C, he burns down each of their houses. D, he gets them arrested and thrown into the prison. So the correct answer over here is option A. That is, he makes sure to avenge Caesar's horrible murder and bring about the doom of the conspirators. The last one, 20th one. Once all the conspirators leave and he is left alone, what does Mark Antony do? Options are A, quickly leave the scene in order to plan his course of action. B, grieves over the body of the slain Caesar and asks him to forgive him for extending his hand of friendship towards them. Option C, silently weeps over the dead body of his dead Caesar. Option D, he is in daze for he is still in shock over Caesar's ghastly murder. So the correct answer over here is option B. That is, grieves over the body of the slain Caesar and asks him to forgive him for extending his hand of friendship towards them. So with this we end this multiple choice question section of Julius Caesar Act 3 Scene 1. That's all for today. We'll soon meet in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay secure. Thank you.